This episode of the Beauty by ABIC podcast was brought to you by Candela Medical. Hello and welcome to the Beauty by ABIC podcast, your online support community for the aesthetic and beauty industry. Here, we are strengthening and unifying the industry through representation, innovation, and education. This is a platform created and dedicated to the aesthetic and beauty industry, valuing unity and advancement. We serve to represent, support, and inspire you by connecting you with industry experts, expanding your knowledge through educational pieces, and bringing you the latest industry news. This is Beauty by ABIC. Today's podcast is hosted by Tamara Reid, who speaks with today's guest, Kirsten Cachia from Candela Medical. One of the most popular devices in clinic at the moment is the GentleMax Pro, and if you're a long-time lover of the results you currently achieve from that device, then you'll love the new GentleMax Pro Plus. Kirsten is a clinical operations manager for Candela Medical Australia and New Zealand. She obtained a Bachelor of Dermal Science and has been an influence in the industry for the past 25 years. Specialising in beauty and aesthetic devices, today she shares with us an insightful look into the new GentleMax Pro Plus device, including the show-stopping differences in effectiveness, spot size, pulse duration, and client clinical endpoints. A valuable episode today for all salon and business owners looking to expand or update their services with amazing results and customer service. From Candela, today we welcome Kirsten Cachia, Candela's Clinical Operations Manager.
Kirsten, welcome back to the podcast. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having me, Tamara. It's always great being on your podcast.
It is so lovely to speak with you as well. Now, since we spoke last, you have had a promotion. So first of all, I would love to say congratulations. Your promotion now is Clinical Operations Manager, which is very impressive. How have you found your new role?
Thank you. Thanks so much. I love my new role. I took on the role last year in lockdown. So the transition was really mostly working from home for the first 3 months. And the clinical team are all amazing. All of us have been with Candela for years. We know each other really well. We know our job really well. And so really my role is not that much different to what it was, other than now I support them more, gathering information from the APAC teams and the North America teams. I also support the sales teams with in-house training and update them as well on anything new that comes in. And I work with the marketing team a lot more now, with the podcast, the Instagram lives, and also all the videos that we've been producing lately with Gemma. I work with the teams and vice versa. So we all work really, really closely. We're very united. And I think it's my job just to connect the clinical team with the sales and marketing so that we're all on the same page. And we also work closely with our key opinion leaders because we are a global team. So there's a workshop on, make sure the clinical team to date with everything that we're going to be talking about within the workshop. And like the dermatology workshop is coming up very soon. And so we will all be there supporting the sales and marketing team as well.
Incredible. What a dream role. Congratulations again.
Yeah, it
sounds
is.
like just the perfect combination of sales enablement, marketing, brand, and also a bit of socials and training in there as well.
Yeah, that's it.
Congratulations. So let's jump right in. Along with the promotion, you also have the new GentleMax Pro Plus device. So lots happening over at Candela at the moment. And we see this device mentioned quite a lot in our community. And it's so much more than just hair removal. Can you tell me more about this one?
Yeah, so the GentleMax Pro Plus, as with previous models, incorporates both the Alexandrite 755 and the Endiag 1064 wavelengths to treat all Fitzpatrick skin types. So we all know that the Alexandrite is more attracted to melanin. It's the shorter wavelength. So it is that slightly bit more aggressive, so it's compatible with skin types 1 to 3, and the Nd:YAG being less absorbed into melanin is a much gentler and safer option for skin types 4, 5, and 6. We also know that all the gentle devices are well renowned for effective, safe, well-tolerated laser hair reduction, which works by the principle of selective photothermolysis. And with the GMPP, it is a very versatile upgrade on the GentleMax Pro. They both target the tissue chromophores, melanin, hemoglobin, and water. They treat unwanted hair as well as benign pigmented lesions such as lentigo, ephelides, seborrheic keratoses, poikiloderma, vascular lesions such as telangiectasia, rosacea, angiomas, venous lakes, port wine stains. We could do a wrinkle reduction treatment by the way of collagen induction. We treat diffuse redness. We treat temporary reduction of the onychomycosis, the toenail fungus. So the GMPP is a very versatile upgrade on the GentleMax Pro.
Yeah, right. Okay, interesting. Now, a question I know we're going to get asked in the community is, how does the GentleMax Pro Plus differ from the other gentle devices? Now, you're saying there it's an upgrade. I know our community have the gentle devices. So what would be that differentiator for them to go, should I upgrade?
Well, let me tell you, the versatility of this GentleMax Pro Plus is enhanced by the upgraded features of what you already have, which now includes spot sizes from 1.5 millimeter, which we use for those very tiny little vascular lesions, right up to a 26 mil spot size. It also includes holsturations from 0.25 right up to 100 ms, including the shorter 2 millisecond holsturation, which we didn't have available before. And with certain spot sizes, there is also a 1 millisecond holsturation as well. We can utilize 0.5, 1, and 2 ms for laser hair reduction. We now have higher fluences for greater efficacy, and we also have a faster repetition rate, up to 3 hertz, which is equivalent to 3 pulses per second on certain fluences. Now, we all understand that we can't use all of these things all together. It's just not safe, it's not effective. And if you're looking for an effective treatment that has long-lasting results, we know that you've got to use these parameters very smart. And this is what your GMPP offers you, a really smart device where you can utilize these parameters to treat a patient more effectively, not necessarily faster. We know that fast doesn't mean the best. So we have lots and lots of new parameters where we can achieve this. And this means you can customize your treatment for a better result, such as with laser hair reduction, we can treat fine hair now that we have a shorter pulse duration. So once upon a time, you get to a certain stage with some people's hair when it becomes really fine and we just can't get them anymore. So we put them on a maintenance program. Now we have shorter pulse durations where we may be able to get an even better reduction in their hair growth. Yeah. And with the larger 26 mil spot size, take a man's legs and arms and backs, for instance, we can do that a lot easier, a lot faster, using less pulses, and we can tailor the treatment so that when you are seeing really good reduction in hair growth and the hair is finer, we can actually increase the fluence to finish off the course of treatments very nicely and effectively. Same with the smaller areas where we may start with a longer pulse duration, say 5 ms, which is really typical for medium to coarse hairs. And then once we've done a few treatments, we shorten the pulse duration to a 3 ms, deliver the energy a bit quicker and a little bit more sharper. And then finally down to the 2 millisecond pulse duration, which is really quick. And we can treat the hairs when they become really fine.
After the break, first a word from today's beauty partner. And community, if you're wondering, apart from the incredible education provided like the knowledge shared in today's conversation, what sets Candela apart, it's their commitment. From the day you become a Candela customer, you experience a true partnership. With the purchase of a Candela device, you receive a 3-year service warranty, clinical training for you and your team, as well as access to their comprehensive marketing resources. Your success is their success. To find out more, visit www.candelamedical.com.au. And now, back to Kirsten.
We can also get a much better clearance of lighter pheomelanin without increasing the fluence too much by just using a smaller spot size and shorter pulse duration as well.
Right. Okay. Yeah. I think we've all, as therapists, got to that clinical endpoint with our clients where the hair is really fine and it's downy and it's almost, not even visible, but it's still definitely there. And as you said, sometimes we revert that into a maintenance treatment. So it's so good to know that actually we can get that efficiency with, a device like this. You mentioned there that this is kind of the go-to for all skin concerns, including your vascular lesions, the pigmented lesions, your wrinkles, which I'm going to tick on my consultation card, but also keeping in mind that you mentioned there, we're looking at the effectiveness rather than the efficiency. How frequently would we be offering this kind of service to our clients?
Most non-ablative skin rejuvenating treatments can be done every 4 weeks, as there is little to no downtime involved with these kinds of treatments. And people love it. People love the collagen inducting treatments with the painting technique. And depending on the age of the skin and the area you are treating, it's usually every 4 weeks. With the body, when we're treating for vascular lesions, there is a longer healing process. So we would stretch out interval times anywhere to 8 to 12 weeks for vascular treatments on the body. And same goes with pigmentation of the arms. You probably would stretch those treatments out every 6 to 8 weeks. And anything that's done on the face is usually 4 weeks.
Yeah, okay. A little bit gentler on the budget there for our clients as well then.
Yeah, definitely.
Amazing. And I'm wondering, there are probably a few business owners listening to this and thinking, is it the right time for me to upgrade? Or what are some considerations that I need to know when looking at a device like this? Can you offer any advice to them?
Yeah, definitely. If you are looking for a very versatile dual wavelength platform that can treat all skin types safely and effectively, then definitely come and have a demonstration. We do have a workshop coming up on the 14th of February, one in Melbourne, one in Sydney, and one in Brisbane. And more than welcome to book in and have a demonstration of our GMPP. But we also have demonstration days already in our calendars once a month. So very easy. You won't be disappointed. If you are considering a new device, the GentleMax Pro Plus is high end, very, very high end. But as I mentioned earlier, you have parameters to choose from. That means you can target lots of different coloured pigmentation, whereas once before, again, you might get to a result that you're happy with, but the client may not be as satisfied. Now you'll get better results with pigmentation and with hair reduction.
Beautiful. We like that. And what we also like, you spoke about there about your demonstration days. And I know that this is something that Candela does so beautifully and consistently. I mean, we're recording and you're in Adelaide right now. So you're constantly traveling around and training. And something that we always educate our community on is the fact that they really need to wrap their devices and their services and the products that they're talking about in education and in support from the businesses that they purchase these devices from. Can you just speak to that education offering that you do house in your businesses?
Yeah, absolutely. Look, Candela offers a 3-year warranty with all of our devices, and this includes service, training with the clinical team, marketing support. Our key opinion leaders do clinical trials because it is a global company. We also have offices in Sydney, Brisbane, Melbourne. We have service technicians that travel into all states and territories. Our clinical team will travel in all states and territories. We also have clinical sales and a technical support in New Zealand as well. As we've already mentioned, we have locked-in demo days once a month in the 3 main offices. With your Gentle devices, we also have group training once a month in Melbourne, Sydney, and Brisbane. Not once a month, but definitely available when needed, where anybody who purchases a Gentle device and has that service contract can send their staff as many times as they want off to group training for laser hair reduction on one day and laser physics and safety in that day, and then another day on skin rejuvenating treatments, including pigmentation, vascular lesions, skin tightening, diffuse redness, and that occurs every month. So that's something that I don't think any other laser company can offer. We have, 40-something staff, and along with that, when you do purchase a new device, you get your 2-day install training as well. So, and in that training, we come to you. So I really don't think you'll get much better than that.
Amazing. That sounds like lots and lots of support offered by you guys. And, it really makes therapists and our clinicians and estheticians just ready and feeling confident going into clinic, because I know sometimes we do these really mini kind of handed down education or induction, if you will. And then sometimes we can have an adverse event from that training. So it sounds like all bases are covered with your clinical training, and you've got loads of different support and lots of different avenues. So that's pretty fantastic.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Well, Kirsten, thank you so much for coming and sharing with me today. It has been always a pleasure and so divine learning about all of the new devices. You guys just keep on breaking the mold, and the support that you show to industry through this continued development is always so special. So I appreciate your time today.
And likewise, thank you so much for having me.
You've reached the end of another episode of the Beauty by ABIC podcast, your online support community for the aesthetic and beauty industry. Thank you for listening, and until next time, stay connected.